Okay, so we're looking at the solenoid on top of the engine. So it's saying, if you come right here, check for continuity between evap canister, purge valve, 2 pin connector, terminal number 2, and body ground. If there is continuity, is there a continuity? Yes, go to step 10. So we need to go to that connector, red and yellow wire. We need to figure out, we'll put a meter on it, and if it gives us a signal, if there is continuity, good. If not, then we have a short in the wiring. Okay, it says no. Repair open in the wire between the evap canister purge valve and the ECM. So I stopped here because I went and did a small little test and it did not pass this. So that could be the reason why the system is saying check for blockage, because the evap purge valve never opens to release vacuum into the system, and that could be the whole fault right there. Anyways, no pressure. It's going to determine automatically there's a leak because nothing is being held, but there's no pressure, so what is there to hold? So it's going to determine it's a leak. Anyways, this might be our issue right here. Okay guys, bear with me. Okay, so I did check the ohms. So this thing has continuity. So first of all, we disconnected this connector from right here. We disconnected this connector. So it's push on this tab and disconnect it. So we got a black and a yellow and a red and yellow. It's clearly right there, red and yellow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply take our meter here. We're gonna put, it's gonna beep. If there is a continuity, it will beep just like this. See that? There is a continuity. So what we're gonna do here is I am gonna ground this right here. I'm gonna leave it right there, so it's gonna ground. You see that? It beeps. So if I take this connector, oops, and I probe this little guy right here, there is no continuity. There is no continuity, okay? So this wire could be broken anywhere. So we need to figure that out. Let's check continuity in the other, the red, black, and the yellow, which is the opposite of this. So it's it should beep here. See that? We have a short beep, but there is a continuity, but there's nothing here. Okay, so you can physically check back of the connector, open the sleeve up. It could be a wire broken somewhere. It could be the ECM itself. It could be anything, but anyway, it could be fuses. So you might want to check your fuses. Anyways, at least we narrowed it down to this little guy having it's not opening to release vacuum into the system. That means it's not opening to let everything get sucked in. And also it is going to use vacuum pressure to create pressure, vacuum pressure, and then hold the pressure. It's going to lock up all the valves so the pressure's in there, and then that pressure should not drop. That's how the system works. Anyway guys, at least we narrowed it down, and if I see anything else, I will let you guys know. But I'm gonna try to follow this harness. I am not the best electrician in the world, but I have fixed some crazy shits, just to be real with you guys. And this clearly goes down there and it goes back there, and guess what? I did see a little fault back here. Okay, I see that little tab right there. It's hitting the wiring right there. I might start right there, and let's see what it does there, if I find anything there. And then we will just follow this line to the ECM. I will check the diagram a little bit further. So I was gonna go a little bit further, and we already did this test right here. So we do have continuity here, black and yellow, so that passed. And then it's telling us to keep going, you know. So we really stuck right there. Right now we don't have this. This is not present, okay? This is not, it does not have that. So that's what we're tracking right now. We gotta track this before we go any further. And once I do this, I will do a test. Guys, I told you I've done pretty good diagnosis, electric diagnosis. I traced a whole bunch of crap down on so many vehicles before I had a YouTube channel. So anyway, red and yellow, PCS. So this wire goes straight to the computer, okay? It goes straight to the computer. So anyways, we are over here. Engine control module, connectors, okay, connectors, connector A, gray, on dash wire harness 8 left branch. So anyways, we're gonna have to figure out which one is right and left. So if you look at right here, number 6 right here, you see this, the one I'm going over in right now, red and yellow PCS. That's exactly why we were looking for. That one is gonna be right there. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure this out. You got other connectors. You got connector B. It's not gonna be labeled the connector B, but you might have to count the pins. If you go further, you got connector C, connector D, connector E. So it does give you blue. This one is blue right here. You see that is blue. This is gray, and this is black. So we're gonna go back. So we're looking at connector A, which is gray, on dashboard wire harness A left branch. So I don't know what that means. On engine wire harness. Okay, so we're just gonna have to figure out, look for wire number 6. It's gotta be red and yellow. So if you go on this one, number 6, wire number 6, it might be white and blue. So that's how we're gonna have to determine it little by little, somehow, some way. Okay, so I took the car apart and check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the middle, you got 3, and it goes up to 11. The other gate connector only has 8 wires. That's how I'm gonna determine. So the 3 wires between these 2 little slots, it's the middle one, is the number 6. On to the Honda Pilot. Let's go inside. So put the seat back. I grabbed the cover that's sitting over there, right there. That's a big hole cover right there. What I did was I grabbed it from right here, from up here. There's a space. You just pull it. It has a whole bunch of clips, and it comes completely off. But anyways, check this out. This connector here, it will tell you you have wire. There's a number 1 right here, written smaller engraved right there, and then it has 11 and all that at the end. Okay, the other gray connector right here that I pulled out is a smaller connector. It has only 1 through 8 wires. So this is the connector we're looking at. And you see the 2 wires in the middle, 3 wires right there in the middle. This little guy right here, the one my nail on, the thumbnail right there is right in front of my nail right there. Yellow, red is the wire. So what we're gonna do is I am gonna back probe this all the way to the front, even if I gotta use a wire in between to see if it has a continuity. But what I want to do right now is I do want to put this connector back in, okay, because there's no use for me on this connector. So the connector that I took out is the top connector on the ECM right there. Okay, so the top connector. So that's what I pulled off. So let me put a whole bunch of wiring, and let's see. If anything, we're gonna just cut that wire and put another wire right through it. Guys, time to do a small quick test. So red and yellow right there. So the wire comes, goes, and I just got this thing held over here into this plastic, but it makes a connection here, and then the connection runs to my voltmeter, and shouldn't touch the ground here, and the voltmeter goes straight inside because I want the voltmeter to be closest to me so it can beep for me if it works. Okay, so I am gonna fix up my camera a bit. So we're gonna put this. If there's a continuity, it will beep. It could be, like I said, it could be the ECM. Anyways, so if you ground this, the computer should beep. This is not the best way to get your wires here. Okay, since the wires, okay, we connected the wire, so it's not gonna beep unless if you go directly to the wire now, if there's continuity. Anyways, what we're gonna do here is, it's really tough. Electrical work is tough and expensive. So what we want to do here now is we want to probe that middle wire. I don't think I'm gonna get this guy in there, so I'm gonna have to get some type of pick. Okay, so I stuck that little wire right onto that connector, and we have nothing. There is nothing here. Okay. So completely the wire is shorted out, and now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna rewire everything up. We're gonna run another wire. That's all we need to do. Now we know for sure there's a short in the wire, not the computer itself, and we're just gonna confirm it, and that's it. So after the repair, we're doing a test again. Trust me, it's been much longer than before, so it's been holding. We made a progress for sure. Come on, baby, pass. So it did command the CVS cylinder on and off a few times. It's been much longer than last time. What's this gonna be? Come on, baby. Still gotta put the car back together. Everything is just off. So pretty much it's doing a test right now. It opens the solenoid up. Okay. Keep our fingers crossed. Come on, baby. Failed again. Failed. So we're gonna have to go further. Okay guys, I'm back to square one, and now what I did was I went underneath the vehicle, back to the canister, back to square one. So I disconnected this solenoid here. So we got a problem here, okay? Found this problem. I fixed one, we got another problem. I checked this little guy. This one has red and white, black and yellow, and white cable in there, white and green, I believe. Okay, so that's this connector here. So what I did here was same thing. We got the meter there, so it's gonna be a little bit tough for me with one hand. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna ground this guy somewhere, and then at the same time I am gonna see if I can probe it. You guys probably just gonna have to listen to the beeps. What I'll do is I'll put my camera down here. So I need to go all the way to get a good ground. So we have a beep here. I know we do. You see that? We got a beep in the other wire. But this one right here, we got no beep in the blue wire. So that's not the blue wire. This is the blue wire. Okay, this is just the blue wire here. No beep, as you guys can see. So we got this wire, but not this one. That's the blue wire. I don't know if the camera captured it. So the blue wire here does not have a beep, okay? This is the blue wire. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back probe this guy right here, and then we're gonna go up on the computer one more time, and we're gonna check if this wire is good or no good. I'm just really tired, and I hate doing electrical work, and this is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna check. And I wanna check the continuity from here to all the way to the top to see if the wire is good or not. Okay, so it's telling us, okay, so we're not supposed to have continuity there. So there you go. So is there continuity? Yes. So the answer is no. So if it was yes, we would have to repair for a short. So if there was a continuity in that blue cable, checking the ground on it, then we would have to, that wire would have been shorted out. Since it's a no, it's asking us to substitute a good known PCM and recheck. Okay, so it could be a bad computer. Voila. Before we go that, what you want to do is you want to check your voltmeter connector right here, and then we're going to go to the computer. Let me show you the computer connector. Same connector we worked on. Okay, it is 1 Wire number 3, blue, 2WBS. This is the red one we checked. So you're just gonna go look for the number 3 wire, okay? If you're looking at Reddit, you'll see those numbers. Just count 1, 2, 3, and that's the wire, okay? So just check continuity in that. If you got continuity, you're good. As long as the wire is good, but shouldn't be no ground in it.